One day, you will arrive at the place you once imagined, at the life you once hoped for, at the results you once prayed for. And when that day comes, the question will not be, was it possible? The question will be, who did I have to become to get there? Because success is not a location. It is a transformation. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you become. And the powerful declaration of a disciplined life is this: there I will be. Not by accident, not by luck, not by chance, but by design. Everything begins with a decision, not a wish, not a hope, not a vague intention, a decision. There is something powerful that happens the moment you decide. The mind shifts. The excuses weaken. The direction becomes clear. Most people say, I'll try, but trying is uncertain. Trying leaves the door open for retreat. Decision closes the door. Success begins with a decision. When you say, there I will be, you are not predicting the future. You are committing to it. You are drawing a line. You are planting a flag in the ground. And you are saying, this is where I am going. And I will not negotiate with doubt. Without decision, life drifts. Drift is subtle. Drift is comfortable. Drift feels harmless. But drift steals years. Years of potential. Years of growth. Years of opportunity. When you decide, you stop drifting. You take control of the steering wheel. And even if the road is long, even if the path is steep, you now have direction. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. Decision is design. It is choosing your destination before the journey begins. Here is the truth. The moment you declare, there I will be, you accept responsibility for becoming the person who belongs there. No more blaming the economy. No more blaming your background. No more blaming circumstances. You take ownership, and ownership is empowering. Because when it's your responsibility, it's also your power. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So decide to improve your circle. Decide to improve your habits. Decide to improve your standards. Decision pushes you to change your environment instead of complaining about it. Decision requires courage. Because once you decide, comfort becomes secondary. Growth becomes primary. You may have to wake up earlier. You may have to work harder. You may have to say no more often. But every no to distraction is a yes to your destination. The declaration, there I will be, is not loud. It is steady. It is firm. It is disciplined. It is the quiet voice inside that says, I refuse to settle. One of the most powerful things about decision is that it happens before the results appear. You decide before the promotion. You decide before the recognition. You decide before the breakthrough. The evidence comes later. For every disciplined effort, there is a multiple reward. But the reward follows the resolve. The world does not respond to your wishes. It responds to your commitment. And commitment begins with decision. Tonight, ask yourself, where do I want to stand? Who do I want to become? What must I decide right now? Not next year. Not someday. Now. Because someday is not on the calendar. Today is. And the person who decides today moves closer to tomorrow's success. Your future is not an accident. It is shaped by the decisions you make. Decide to grow. Decide to learn. Decide to discipline yourself. Decide to persist. And then let your daily actions support that declaration. Say it quietly. Say it seriously. Say it with conviction. There I will be. And once you decide, the journey truly begins. Every journey begins with a picture in the mind, a vision. Without it, you wander. Without it, you drift. Without it, you chase life's demands instead of creating your own destiny. Vision is the map. Decision is the compass. Together, They guide you to where you want to stand. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. Before the achiever arrives at the top, they first imagine it. Before the leader commands respect, they first see themselves leading. Before the writer finishes the book, they first see the words on the page. Vision creates direction. It tells you where to place your energy. It tells you what to pursue. It tells you what to ignore. Without vision, effort scatters. With vision, effort becomes focused, deliberate, and unstoppable. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. When your vision is clear, obstacles become stepping stones. Challenges are no longer roadblocks. Delays are no longer frustrations. Doubt becomes fuel for action. A clear vision creates momentum. It pulls you toward the life you imagine. You don't just react to life. You respond with intention. Success is something you attract by the person you become. Your vision isn't just a picture of results. It is a picture of who you must become. Your future self is already shaped by your daily choices, the habits you form, the people you spend time with, the knowledge you pursue. Every action today paints a stroke in the picture of your tomorrow. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Vision gives you the bridge. Daily action lays the boards. Discipline carries you across. Without the picture, you risk wandering forever. With the picture, every step has purpose. A vision without a plan is just a dream. A plan without vision is just busy work. The true power comes when you combine both. See the life you want. Decide the person you need to become. Lay out the steps that take you there. Every day, ask, what small action brings me closer to this vision? What habit aligns with this future? The major key to your better future is you. Your vision is not passive. It is active. It commands action. It demands growth. Vision narrows your focus. And focus creates freedom. Because when you know exactly where you are going, you stop wasting time on distractions. You stop being swayed by trends. You stop letting fear dictate your path. Instead, you act deliberately. You act consistently. You act with courage. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. Your vision is the starting point. Your discipline is the engine. And together, they create unstoppable progress. Tonight, take a moment to see it clearly. Where do you want to stand 5 years from now? Who do you want to become? What habits, decisions, and actions will lead you there? See it vividly. See it daily. See it as already possible. And when the time comes, when the opportunity knocks, when the stage is set, you will not wander. You will not hesitate. Because you saw it before you lived it. There you will be. You cannot arrive at a destination you are not prepared for. You cannot occupy a position you are not qualified for. You cannot enjoy results your habits cannot support. Success is something you attract by the person you become. The world does not reward wishes. It rewards preparation. It rewards character. It rewards the person who grows before the arrival. Most people focus on the outcome. They want the promotion. They want the recognition. They want the life they imagine. But they neglect the foundation, who they must become to deserve it. If you want wealth, grow financial wisdom. If you want respect, grow integrity. If you want influence, grow knowledge and empathy. Growth comes first. Arrival comes second. You don't get what you want. You get what you become. Character is formed in the small, consistent actions. What you do daily determines the person you are tomorrow. Read, listen, learn, practice, serve, improve. These are not glamorous steps. They do not make headlines. They do not bring instant recognition, but they build the person capable of achieving extraordinary results. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Your daily growth compounds. Your consistent effort builds strength. Your discipline shapes identity. And before you know it, you are no longer the person who simply wishes. You are the person who can deliver. The universe operates by simple laws. One of the most important is the law of deserved success. You cannot receive what you do not deserve. Opportunities will find you. Rewards will come, but only after you have become the person worthy of them. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Prepare yourself. Develop skills. Strengthen character. Refine mindset. Your future self is waiting for you. But that self must be created, not wished into existence. Most growth is invisible. No one sees the extra hour you study. No one notices the sacrifices you make. No one applauds your consistent effort when no one is watching. But it is building you. Like a seed growing underground, your effort strengthens your roots. It prepares you to rise tall when the time is right. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. And it is the disciplined person who stands ready when opportunity appears. Tonight, ask, who must I become to deserve my goals? What habits must I form today to support tomorrow's success? What skills, mindset, and character traits am I neglecting? Because the answer is clear. Before you arrive, grow. Before you achieve, become. Before opportunity calls, prepare. The path to success is not about luck. It is about transformation. Show up daily. Grow relentlessly. Strengthen your character. Sharpen your skills. And one day, when your moment comes, you will stand there fully prepared, not by accident, not by wish, not by chance, but by design. There you will be. Determination is a quiet power. It doesn't always make noise. It doesn't always demand attention, but it moves mountains. It bends circumstances. It overcomes resistance. When you declare, "There I will be," you are making a promise not to the world, but to yourself. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It is a commitment to keep going, no matter what, no matter how long it takes, no matter how many obstacles appear. Life will test you. It will slow you down. It will challenge your patience. It will tempt you to quit. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not talent. It is not luck. It is persistence. The person who says, "I will not stop," is unstoppable. For every disciplined effort, there is a multiple reward. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every delay becomes a teacher. Every failure becomes a stepping stone. You keep moving. You keep growing. You keep preparing until finally you arrive. Most people quit when it becomes uncomfortable. They stop when progress is slow. They give up when results don't appear immediately. But the person who declares, "There I will be," understands a simple truth. Comfort does not create growth. Ease does not create strength. Patience and perseverance do. Success is predictable. It's not luck and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. You will face resistance. You will encounter obstacles. You will feel doubt. And that is exactly the moment to push harder. That is exactly the moment to prove your commitment. That is exactly the moment to say, "I will not stop until I arrive." Consistency compounds. Effort multiplies. Discipline pays dividends. Every day you move forward, you create momentum. Every day you refuse to quit, you strengthen your character. Every day you persist, you come closer to the life you imagined. Small daily improvements over time lead to stunning results. It is not the dramatic bursts of effort that determine your destiny. It is the steady, relentless action taken day after day without fail. Tonight, make your commitment. No more hesitation. No more excuses. No more waiting for the perfect moment. Decide now. I will learn. I will grow. I will improve. I will endure. And I will not stop until there I will be. Because the promise you make to yourself is more powerful than fear, doubt, or delay. Life rewards those who refuse to quit. It elevates those who persist. It honors those who continue when others walk away. The path will be long. The journey will be difficult. But one day, you will look around and see you are standing exactly where you intended. You are living exactly what you prepared for. You are the person you committed to becoming. And you will whisper to yourself, there I will be. Until then, keep going. Keep pushing. Keep growing. Keep grinding. Because stopping is never an option. And then the day comes. The day when all the preparation, all the discipline, all the persistence, all the growth, it all converges. You arrive. Not by chance. Not by luck. Not because someone gave it to you. But because you decided. Because you committed. Because you refused to quit. Success is predictable. It's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. You look back and realize every early morning, every late night, every sacrifice, every moment of doubt you overcame, it was all worth it. Life does not reward wishes. Life rewards preparation. The person who arrives at their vision is the person who prepared quietly when no one was watching. The person who stands tall in success is the one who grew steadily, daily, even in the shadows. For every disciplined effort, there is a multiple reward. And the reward is not just the results. It is the person you became in the process. Because success is more than a destination. It is the transformation you undergo to reach it. Take a moment to reflect. Think about the journey. Think about the growth. Think about the times you wanted to quit, but didn't. Gratitude amplifies success. It reminds you of how far you've come. It honors the effort you invested. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. Celebrate your arrival. But remember, growth never ends. Life never stops evolving. Standing in your future is not just for you. It is for those who watch you, for those who follow your path. Your discipline inspires others. Your perseverance motivates others. Your example lights the way for those who are still climbing. The challenge of leadership is to be strong but not rude. Be kind but not weak. Be bold but not bully. Be humble but not timid. Be proud but not arrogant. Have humor but without folly. When you reach your goals, remember to lift others as you climb. So tonight, make your promise. Decide today. Grow today. Persist today. And keep moving forward. Because one day, you will arrive. And you will stand tall and say, there I will be. Not because it was easy. Not because it happened quickly. But because you became the person capable of arriving. And that is the power of commitment, vision, and relentless effort. There I will be. Until then, keep going. Keep growing. Keep transforming. Keep believing. Because the best version of yourself is waiting, and you are on your way. And so, the journey continues. Every day is an opportunity to grow. Every challenge is a chance to strengthen your character. Every decision moves you closer to your future. Remember this, it's not about luck. It's not about waiting for the right moment. It's about preparation, persistence, and the person you become along the way. Stand firm in your commitment. Keep showing up. Keep improving. And one day, when the world notices, when the opportunity arrives, you will be ready. You will stand tall. You will look around, and you will confidently say, there I will be, because you decided, you prepared, you persisted. Now go, grow, become, and never stop until you arrive.